Hello there! So, the Stronghold. Minecraft's final challenge before fighting the Ender Dragon. But it's old, and it doesn't really match the rest of the game. It is also the final overworld structure that we will do. So, as always, we have it here in the air, and it's time to transform. And so firstly, I want to dissect the structure and take out the rooms, because, well, I mean, goodness, it is just like a spaghetti structure, if you can see what I mean. So first here, I transformed the prison rooms, which were pretty simple, to be honest. Then these sort of section bits, where it's sort of the four-way, you guys can see what I mean. Then I moved on to the library, and I decided instead of making two separate libraries, I would just combine them into one large library, which is really what I think makes more sense for this type of structure. It's sort of this stronghold for an ancient society or something. Maybe how like the ancient city was. It's sort of their last bastion or their last stronghold against something. So obviously they would want a library, a big library, to store their knowledge. Now we have all but one room done, the portal room, and I want to save it for last. Now basically, what we will do is make the hallways and spread the rooms out. This part was confusing because, well, the hallways of the Stronghold, like I said earlier, are like spaghetti. But as you can see, I was able to do it to the best of my ability. I am sure that if I used a generator and it was like procedurally generated like the regular structure, it would have been more random and more like the original. But this is what I could manage on my own. Now we move on to the main show, the portal room. And I love how this room turned out. I don't think it's too big, it's not too cramped like the original, and I think it just has the perfect amount of detail in it to look really, really nice. Now, what you are probably all wondering is why it doesn't have any cracked and mossy bricks to give it that sort of old look that the Stronghold has. And that's because I decided to save that for the end. Now, I just use Axiom's smear tool to get all of the deep slate around it because that's literally the easiest way I found to do it. And we will move it underground. The stronghold is complete, and I love how it turned out. Nothing too grand, but it still has that sense of mystery left by the original. And like I said earlier, The Stronghold sort of feels like a last attempt at safety. An ancient people driven underground, and then escaping to another dimension. The end. Anywho though, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe, as it helps a ton. Have a good day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.